All right, thanks, Dave. It is 6:05 here at Tampa Bay's Tan Talk Radio Network, and now it is time for the one and only Bill Cochran Show. We're going to start it out like this. And now, with the Only in America Minute, here's your host, Bill Cochran.
$5.5 billion. What would you do with the $5.5 billion? I don't know what we could do with it, but it's a lot of money. You know, we've got a guy from Miami going up to Cleveland today. He just signed with the Cleveland Cavaliers up in Indiana. He's going home. I mean, Ohio, I'm sorry, actually. Middle of the country. But he's leaving Miami dry and hanging there. He went for the money. $88 million. $88 million for a 4-year contract. Can you imagine what LeBron James is going to do with that money up in Cleveland? He could buy the whole city. He could probably buy Detroit as well, because this man is a powerhouse. He thinks he's going to change the city of Cleveland. I don't know that much about Cleveland, and I really don't know that much about Miami, but I do know a lot about America. We live in the greatest country in the world, and we're going downhill right now. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people coming across the border in buses, Greyhounds bringing them in. Who's paying for that? Who's going to pay for the jobs? Who's going to pay for anything, Americans? What's going on with America today? What happened to this country that we call America? This great country, the greatest country in the world. We're going downhill. Why would LeBron James need $88 billion to pass a ball around? I mean, who cares if we don't have our freedoms? Think about it. Just think about it, Americans, because, you know, you're the ones that are going to suffer with this country. You know, we're complacent today. We just don't have anything going right now. Everything's upside down. We've got a president that's out of control. We've got the other side of they want to impeach the president. Well, maybe we should impeach him. I mean, they want to sue the president. Why doesn't the president go down to where all these illegals are coming from and talk to them and see what they're going to do when they get here? Are we going to get... how you doing, Cedric?
Hey, John Frazier was playing Stump Seti with some of these. Well, we used to have a game. It was actually a different game. You'd play Stump Seti, and it would be somebody would shout out a song, and I would have to be able to play it on the guitar immediately within 5 seconds. Yeah. But this is a different version where he plays a song, and I can't look at a computer. I can't Google it. I have to tell him what the song is. Oh. And one of the songs that he stumped me with is on your list.
Uh-oh. Let's play it. Okay. Let's play it right now. Let me hear it. He stumped you with it. I bet you I know it.
Well, of course you did. Of course you do, because it's on your freaking list.
How you doing, Robert?
Oh,
that's Robert. Oh, you don't have the speaker, Us. He can't.
Yeah, he can't hear.
Hey, Robert, you got to go out. Tell him to go out in his car and listen to it.
He says to go out in your car and listen to the show.
Listen to the show.
That's not
just
very
kidding.
nice.
He's got a good show. He's got that car show.
I was really close. I came this close.
Well, that song is... Let me do a couple talk about this.
All right, go ahead.
I was going to talk about that because I want to talk about the bus stop. Where are the bus stops coming up from Mexico? You know, where do they stop along the way? Do they have restrooms? Or do they just go out in the woods, you know? Because what's going on with the country today? I mean, we're letting people come across our borders. These borders have always been secure. They've always been secure. And yet now they're not secure. They say that even the immigration people are bewildered. They're all bewildered. What are we going to do when all these people get sick? Or what kind of sickness are they bringing to our country? You know, why can they get on planes right now and fly without even being checked? They don't have any ID. I've got to get ID. Cedric's got to get ID to get on an airplane, but they don't. What in the world is wrong with you Americans? I mean, you elect politicians to do the job, but I think it's up to you now. I think it's going back to the people. You know, the politicians don't want to carry the ball anymore. They're kind of way off right now. You know, they're living a big party up in Washington, D.C. It's all about parties. You know, who knows what's happening up there, but there's something wrong with America today. It's not the America that I knew. It's not the America that anybody my age knew. We went through a depression in this country. We went through really hard times in this country, and I didn't go through that, but I can remember my father, my grandfather, who lived that. I can remember what kind of pain they went through the Depression. But now we're in a whole new world of happiness. Everybody's walking around with cell phones, and everybody's walking around with, money in their pocket they get from the government, and the government doesn't have any money. They can print the money, but they really don't have any money right now. The money is gone. There's nothing backing up the money. We're the only country in the world that can continue to print money even though we don't have anything to back it up. That's why Greece has got so many problems. That's why there's so many problems over in Europe today. That's why Russia's got so many problems. But, Russia, they're takers. Their problem is their system, not so much, because they're going back to that same system. And it's a shame, and I don't know. How you doing, Cedric?
I'm good.
Well, we got started off with I keep thinking I'm doing the 2 minutes, I know. Got to kind of wind down there with the. I like that song. You weren't around to that song.
No.
CCR.
He was.
CCCR. Yeah, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
They're not from here.
They were from Clearwater when Clearwater was a real city. Clearwater's gone down the tubes too.
I've had people tell me that.
You know what's happened to Clearwater? What? You can't get downtown anymore.
I thought you were going to talk about the buses again.
Well, that's another problem with the buses. But they've got some people here that, beautiful tourists, but downtown Clearwater shot. It's had it down there. I'd be afraid to walk around that town at night because it's it's just a town that used to be kind of fun, but no place to shop down there. Nothing to do down at Clearwater anymore.
Well, did you hear? They were just telling me. Did you hear that the Clearwater City Hall is talking about moving downtown Clearwater from where it is now?
Where is it now? Where is it?
I don't even know how to answer that. It's right over there.
Oh, over here. Yeah,
right there.
Where are they moving?
I don't know. Where are they moving?
Okay. Anybody want to call us 727-441-3000? We'd like to know where they're moving. Who's moving? Don't start any rumors. You can't.
That's not a rumor. It was in the paper, wasn't it? Yeah. It was in the paper the other morning that they're talking about that Clearwater wants to move Clearwater from where it is now. The downtown area.
Oh, maybe
I guess they want to move it down Cleveland Street that way.
Oh, I'd move to the beach if I was them. That'd be where I'd want to go.
They can't really get any closer to the beach than they already are, can they?
Just move right on the beach. Put a big.
I think what they want to do is move it down towards US 19. Move like the downtown area.
Oh, like they did the church. Calvary used to be downtown there. The church, and they tore the church down
and put it right down there
over on McMullen Booth, Calvary Baptist. But they were there forever, and then they had problems with parking. But that's the same problems they've always had in these cities. Is parking, and so they charge big money to park. And I was over to the airport the other day, Tampa Airport, and. What a beautiful airport. They're going to spend a lot of money over at Tampa Airport right now on all the concessions. They're bringing new concessions in, and they're bringing in the...
We got Rob on the line. I think we sparked his interest. Rob, go ahead.
Rob.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Rob. How come you never call me during the week? You just call me. You want me to give you my private...
He does call you during the week.
No, my private number.
What do you mean during the week, Bill?
What do you got? Who are you talking?
He does. He calls in every day and says, "Is Bill Cochran in doing his minute?"
How you doing, Robert? Rob, are you you're one of my
Rock and Rob
faithful listeners.
1340.
What do you 1340 AM? Yeah, you listen to this station? Yeah. What do you think of it? What do you? Yeah.
Bill,
go ahead.
Don't get me mixed up with Robert from the Nostalgic Car Radio Show.
Oh, he's here too. He's on the other.
Different personality from him.
Hang on.
He's here.
Say hi.
He's got his old 57.
Hey, Rob. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Rob.
Hi, Robert.
We're going to play some Nickelback for you.
This is an open mic night.
Yeah.
Rob, Cedric's just gave $50 worth of coupons away a minute ago. How come you didn't call? What was that?
Did you not hear that part?
Steakhouse. steak dinner.
Yeah, but we gave out $100 gift certificates to Burns Steakhouse.
Burns Steakhouse. How come you didn't call early? I wanted to give them to you. Tony got them, didn't he?
Yeah, Tony got all the gift
Tony
certificates.
got the coupons. Yeah, $50. Cedric's giving another $50 ticket to the fourth caller today. Let's see if we get 4 callers.
Yeah, get your $100 gift certificate to Burns Steakhouse.
But there's people on the no. Yeah,
So
we got it. We got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, what?
Bill, I love the city of Clearwater.
So do
Why?
I.
Why?
What do you?
I'm not.
Beaches, the entertainment,
I love it too.
WTN.
I love.
the radio capital of the world.
I love
the radio capital of the world.
I love.
The world.
Well, there's a big difference between Clearwater Beach and Clearwater. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bridge. You got to go across a bridge. You know the big bridge. I don't know. Downtown Clearwater's not the town I knew when I was a kid. You know, it's changed a lot.
Oh, right. How long you been here, Bill?
Well, I started coming down here back in the 30s. I mean, the 50s. The 50s.
Bill, I listened to your Only American Minute.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Rosie O'Donnell.
That's
She's
good.
the greatest show host in the world.
I know. That's your opinion. You know, you're entitled to
We
your
love
opinion.
you, Bill Cochran.
I don't mind Rosie. What's wrong with who said anything bad about Rosie O'Donnell? I don't want to get her mad at me. You know, she's a woman and a man.
We have what?
A woman and a man.
Who?
Rosie.
Oh, hang on. We got somebody who wants to talk to Rob now. I don't think he wants to talk to you.
Who's
he wants
that,
to talk
Tony?
to Rob.
Hey, this is my show. Is that Imus?
Oh,
Well, no, I want to talk to Bill Cochran, but I wanted to say Rob is the only real American that calls every show.
I know he is. Yeah, I'm glad we got an American.
I love you, Robert.
Okay.
Give me some prizes.
Robert.
Have a great evening.
That wasn't Robert, was it? No, I don't think that was Robert.
Who is
No,
that?
this is
Yeah.
this is your disabled veteran calling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Bill Apgar.
Yeah, Bill.
What's
Yeah.
up, buddy?
Hey, Bill.
Come on back to Tan Talk.
How about the
We love
VA?
you.
What do you think of the VA, Bill?
Let me tell you something. You know, you got all this whistleblowing. You know, whistleblowers coming out and talking up in front of Congress, and you don't see no disabled veterans up there telling their story.
No.
It's only whistleblowers.
I know.
And to me, the only whistleblowing that's going on is that they're each other. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, I went over to Bill Arrakis' place today. Nothing going on. I mean, I've got my appeal.
Isn't that your buddy? That's your buddy.
I got my appeal going in with the United States Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims, and you know, you need to file.
Maybe. Maybe. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe you can get him an audience with Mike Billarakis. Gus Billarakis.
When you call a general, you got to talk to not a congressman. You should talk to somebody that's in the service. They're gonna lean towards you a little better. How about what's his name? Bill Young's widow. Maybe you talk to her.
What?
Well, when you try to talk to like Jolly or Miller or
Who was the one that just passed away? The one that just passed away.
Bill Young.
Bill Young, but his widow is very veteran. You know, she's for the veterans a lot. You know.
What do you?
In fact, she's mad at Dr. Jolly. You know, Jolly got in there, and he's kind of turning towards a little different than he was.
What do you think about the city of Clearwater talking about wanting to move downtown?
The city of Clearwater wants to move downtown. I thought it's already downtown.
No. I mean, no.
The city hall.
I mean, they're talking about wanting to move.
They want to move over near the bay.
They want to move the downtown area to a different area.
They want to move from the Gulf to the bay, Gulf to bay. You know, they want to go get.
Oh, they want to be in Gulf to like where Albertsons is.
Yeah, they want to go over near, probably over near McBullen Booth or something. I guess that's what they're thinking. They got land over there.
It was in the paper.
Yeah, it's in the paper.
Wow.
They want to tear the Skyway Bridge down too. You heard that, didn't you?
Yeah, they want to tear Skyway down too.
Skyway's coming down.
They want to tear the Skyway Bridge down?
Coming down.
And build a new one.
Yeah, they want to get the casino boats underneath it. You know, they can't. The casino boats are getting so big now, so tall that they're not going to be able to get under the bridge. So it's either build a new port out the other side of the bridge or tear the bridge down. And you know, they're leaning towards about I don't know. It's probably a lot more work and a lot more money for. You know, all these foreign workers coming in. We got to give them work, and they're the only ones that'll work on a bridge. You know.
I think they should put casinos on up and down Gulf Boulevard.
Yeah, well, maybe they will one day.
Here's the thing
I'll
about
work there.
casinos. The horse tracks need to have the same equal rights as the Indians do. It seems like the Indians get all the rights in the world, and all these little dog tracks and stuff like that. They don't get no gambling machines in there because of what that bill. Back when Chris signed that thing with the Indians, I think they should all be equal.
Yeah, well, they got $5 billion this year from the lottery. $5 billion they took in 1 year. End of June, they said $5.4 billion. That's a lot of money for a lottery ticket. You ever win a lottery? Did you ever win?
Has he ever won? Yes.
No, I haven't.
Come on.
Anybody that's ever won, give us a call, 727-441-3000. We're looking for sponsors to this show.
727-441-3000. And what's the other topic that we're talking?
866-826-1340.
What's the other topic? What are the topics that people should call in on?
Call in about money, investing, and lottery.
And moving downtown Clearwater.
And tearing down the Skyway Bridge.
And
jobs. And
John Frazier.
And anything. Just call us. But
see,
the phone's ringing. It's probably. I hope it's not an obscene caller. You got the push button, the kill button. No.
Hang on, we got a special call in here. Hang on, hang in there, Bill. Don't go nowhere.
Right. See you, Bill.
All right, hang on. Don't go nowhere. Here we go. All right, on the phone we have your favorite.
Hello.
Hey, this is Tony.
Oh, Tony.
Bill for the gift certificate. I'm going on the way to Burns, and maybe I'll take Rob. But hey now, I'm living right on Gulf to Bay. It's kind of on Cedric's Way.
I didn't have that song in the card.
And it's centrally located. But anyway, how are you guys doing?
All right, you owe me $5 for that plug, Tony. $5.
Oh, but no, avocado rocker at yahoo.com.
I know. I give you a plug every week. You're one of my faithful sponsors. Thank you, Avocado. Cedric, don't forget, put it in the book.
I know. He owes you $5.
Okay, see?
No, I have not checked that email in months, and there's a guy. Well, there's a couple people that I haven't even, because I never went there.
All right, we got another call. I'll see you later, Avocado.
Hey,
Tony.
I think we have Rob back on line now.
Oh, jeez.
Rob.
Tell Rob, keep Rob on hold there for a minute. Let's play that. Let's play some songs.
Okay, what do you want?
Let's make somebody happy. Let's play that one.
Make Bill Cochran happy.
Yeah. Maybe you try Bob Wilson. Maybe he's on there. Get one of those calls on there. Rob, he just keeps talking about, he's trying to get me in a fight. I don't want to get in a fight on the radio.
You don't want to get in a fight?
No, not a fight. A verbal fight.
A verbal fight.
But he's not really. He's a nice guy. He's from Brooklyn, right?
Who?
Rob.
Yeah, he's from New York.
Brooklyn. Yeah, the city. Yeah, the city. You can put him on there for a second.
Yeah, he already hung up.
Hey, Rob, why'd you hang up? Okay. At least he's listening.
Well, you're very popular.
I know. I'm very popular, and it's I'm getting discouraged again. You get discouraged doing this because you really don't know if even what you're saying, if anybody is listening, because it's a crazy world out there today. It's not like it was years ago. It was a little simpler, but today everybody's just wondering what's going to happen next, and it seems like just when we get done with one mess, there's another mess. There's another problem. It seems like there's so many problems in the world today, and yet we live in the greatest country in the world. And people, you are running out of time because your freedoms are being taken away from you. I mean, have you ever heard of buses bringing in people through a border that is protected by the United States of America and just bringing them across this border into my country, into your country, into this greatest country in the world? It's discouraging to see this happen. And no one seems to have any answers. From the president on down, there's no answers. Okay. The drug cartels, the oppression in Guatemala, we've got oppression in this country too. In fact, most of our drug problems are from that area of the world. And we're letting them come into this country by the busload. Why? What has gone wrong with America today? The America that Most of you that are listening to me, or most of you that are out there in radio land, live in the same country I live in. What are you thinking? You know, what are you thinking about today? Why does it seem like everything is out of control right now? I mean, look at what's happening in the Middle East. You know, I mean, that's not something we don't even have a handle on any of that anymore. We're over there and we're watching things happen, just wondering what's going to happen tomorrow. And we watch Putin go across the Ukraine. You know, we got a guy, and then then they get on to the next story the next day.
We have your distinguished guest,
okay,
Mr. Bob Wilson on the
Hello,
phone.
Robert. How are you, Bob?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm discouraged.
Uh-oh, what's the matter?
This country. You know, I just fear for our country.
Well, it'll get better in a couple of years.
Oh, you think so? Okay. Hey, can we wait that long?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think we can.
Oh, you do. So you got hope. Well, you gave me hope. Well, that's good. Hey, what's the dog doing over there?
She's barking.
She's been so good, you know. I probably got her all upset. How you doing with the you got any new space news?
Well, the space telescope is beginning to do some good work. The whole Hubble, it's still the workhorse of everything, and it's doing some good things. It's taking some good pictures in the infrared.
Wow.
Which tells us a lot about the history of the universe, where the energies came from. So it's still doing great work. That talk about NASA doing something worthwhile. That Hubble telescope has been a winner.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you ever been to it? Have you ever been there where it is?
Well, I was there when they were putting it together, of course, and it was launched almost 15 years ago.
Give me the is Hubble the name of the person that thought it up, or is
Hubble was an astronomer.
Okay.
Who in the 40s figured out that the universe was expanding.
Okay.
That was the first thing. He decided that he could take these giant explosions and convert them into what's called a standard candle, that he could tell how far away they were and which direction they were moving.
I see.
And he's the one who came up with the idea that the universe is expanding.
I see.
And so he did a lot of really, really good work.
Where was he from, Hubble?
Well, Caltech was where he...
Oh, so was he American? Was he
yes.
Oh, he was American.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Only in America, right?
Oh, God, yeah. And so that Hubble telescope...
Did you ever meet him?
Amazing.
Did you ever meet?
No, I never did. He was before me.
Was he? He must have had quite a mind, right? Quite a smart.
Yeah.
I mean, they say the mind is we use about 2% of our minds.
Of it, yep.
And he probably used a lot of it because
he probably got a little bit more than that. Yeah, he and Einstein.
And he went to Cal State. Wow.
Caltech.
Caltech. Okay, technological. Yeah. Wow.
And he used the Palomar telescope to do his work.
Wow. Amazing what one man can do, when you really think about the power of one, one person.
Exactly.
And it's and you've had a very interesting life yourself, in your life. Coming from a little island up in New York, Green Island up near Albany. I told you I went there in May. I drove down too. I'm going to go up and spend the night there one night. Do they have any hotels there?
I don't think so.
What they build cars there, Fords?
Well, used to build Ford radiators and springs.
Yeah, what a beautiful. You're right on the Hudson River. Did you have a boat?
Oh, no. We were poor.
Where'd you used to summer in the summer? Did you?
Well, up in Lake George.
So you went to Lake George. Well, that's not poor. The rich go up there.
We'd rent the camp.
Yeah, I know. My uncle lived in Sabbath Point, the north end of, and my girlfriend, she went to Word of Life up in Scroon Lake, which is further up. But my brother, he lives up in Saranac Lake, up in the Adirondacks.
That's beautiful country.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, we got a great country, and like you say, maybe we're just a little off track right now.
Yeah, it'll need some leadership, and maybe the next president will. Give us that leadership that we need. Yeah,
well, I hope so, because it seems like the president thinks he's doing right, but it just seems like he's doing a lot of wrong,
Well, he doesn't have much experience.
He doesn't have the experience, and maybe he's got into a thing a mess that he can't get out of right now. But
he's getting pulled on both sides, and he can't make a decision.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. Anything? How's the space station? Any news on that?
Well, no, they're still working, and they're getting some deliveries from the SpaceX company. That's the private company that's putting up rockets to bring some deliveries. I think it'll be a long time before any private company actually brings an astronaut up, but at least they're getting some hardware back there.
What do they eat when they're up there for food?
Well,
they have like a 3-course meal, or what do they have?
Well, it's a lot like meals ready to eat, like the old MREs that you had in the military.
See. So there's no stoves or anything. Nobody's cooking.
No, they've got the stoves. They've got
microwaves.
Microwaves, sure.
They
put some water in it and they heat it up. And,
sounds good.
It's not bad.
Yeah. What do they do on 4th of July? You think they watch the? Do they got TV? They must have TV.
Of course, they have TV.
Internet, Yahoo, and all that stuff.
They even have radio. They can listen to you.
Oh, good. I hope they are. Hello up there. But I got to learn Russian too.
Send them a note.
What do we got? 2 Russians, 1 Chinese, and what else? What else?
Well, there's a couple of There's an American up there.
Oh, there's still one?
Yeah.
When is he coming back? We got to get him back.
He gets a ride up he'll get a ride back. And I think he just got up there. He'll be able to ride back in about 3 months.
Oh, so they brought some back just recently?
Oh, just the other day, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I missed that. I would have done a minute on that. Yeah.
2 Americans back, yeah.
2 Americans.
Of course, we have to depend on the Russians to get us up.
No, it's probably not as nice of an airplane or a ship or whatever you want to call it.
It's not like the shuttle, that's for sure.
It's probably like the old style ones when they first came out.
It's pretty basic. Yeah.
Didn't they launch a monkey or a chimp?
Yes.
What was their chimp's name? I remember he had a name.
They had a dog.
They had a dog.
A dog?
They did monkeys too.
They did monkeys and chimps.
And dogs.
Yeah.
They had the dog. The dog name, I forgot.
Did the dog get back safe or not?
No. No. And actually, they had a few cosmonauts. It's not reported. They didn't report it, but there were people in America who heard it on the shortwave radio transmissions of cosmonauts who got shot up into space and were under the impression that they were coming back, except for they were never intended to come back.
Oh my goodness!
Cedric reads a lot of books. He reads a lot. Of books. How do you know all that, Cedric?
How do I know that? I've read a lot about the Russia's space program. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, Robert. Any closing comments?
Well, I got a paper I'm going to give you on Thursday. So
okay. Well, you gave me a lot of hope. I'm not frustrated anymore. I'm not going to be. I'm going to try to have a positive show.
It's going to get better
from now on. Okay, Bob.
It can't get any worse.
No. Have a good weekend. Okay.
See you later, buddy.
Hey, say hello to your wife and you pet your dog for me. Take care. Take care. Let's play some more music. And that was a nice call. Yeah, I like Bob. Yeah. Oh, I like that one. And no one told me about her. Cedric, you remember this song?
Yes.
We got to do a show on these.
They were popular for the song "Tell Her No."
Yeah, it was the Zombies, wasn't it?
The Zombies. Yeah.
The Zombos. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I used to love these songs when I was my older sister, used to buy all these records when they'd come out, and they used to have we were upstate New York. We were about 50 miles, 60 miles north of New York, and there was WABC, and every Friday, Cousin Brucey would be on there, and he would have the top, all week he'd have the top 10, and then they'd count down to number 1, and everybody would get in their cars, and because your parents wouldn't let you turn the radio on in the house back then, Parents were a little stricter back then, and we kind of respected that. So we'd go out in the car and turn the AM radio on and listen for number 1, at the end of the week. And this song was number 1, and I think it was in 1965 or 64, but the Zombies, Nothing like those old songs. We played a what's his name? Bob Dylan song, and he's got copyright.
Yeah, he actually he had his attorneys contact the show.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, we got some mail here from his attorneys saying don't ever do that again.
And he took it off.
Yeah.
What
a jerk.
He's not going to sue me, is he?
Well, he can't now because he took it down.
Let's do it again.
You want me to go get
it? No. You didn't hear from Imus, did you?
I can go get him. He's in the other room.
We'll be getting a letter from him, too. You know, everybody wants to sue everybody today. You know. Here's
Oh, one
Imus.
second. Hello, Bill. How are you doing?
How do you like that song, Imus?
This comes back from my day.
You played soft songs.
We used to play some of this on when I was on the radio. Yeah, you used to do it back in the day.
You used to spin records, didn't you, back in the old days? Back in the
back in the day, I was actually bigger than Cousin Brucey.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
I don't know about that.
I
never heard of you back.
You never heard of me?
Never. And I lived in New York. I never heard of you.
Do the callers WNBC mean anything?
No, ABC was the powerhouse up there.
Well,
NBC was just a little small station.
Little small station.
Got as far as Long Island. I think.
You absolutely disgust me. I think.
Hey,
what the hell am I doing on your program anyway?
I don't know.
I don't even want to be
here.
here.
I mean, we're just trying to get a little fun. What do you think of the country? Are you frustrated?
Well, I don't much care, to be honest. I stay on my ranch and I stay with Deidre.
Well, it's a real good thing what you're doing out there on the ranch for the kids.
Yeah, the little brats.
Don't call them that.
All right, I'm sorry.
These kids, they go out there and they depend on you, and you feed them so good. The food you give them,
Well,
I mean, if I was there, I'd want a Big Mac.
I'll tell you, I've been on this juice diet.
No.
They're having me drink juice.
Yeah.
I can't even eat solid food.
I'm sorry.
It makes me get a little frustrated, a little cranky.
Yeah. It's probably... maybe you didn't take care of yourself when you were younger.
Well, yeah, I did. Yeah,
you did.
Very true. Yeah.
Well, we got to play another song. So,
okay.
Hey, see you later.
There's another one that I used to.
See you later, Imus.
Check this guy out.
See you later, Imus. Yeah.
His belt. See his belt.
Belt buckle says Imus.
No, it's
Cousin
snap.
Brucey. Yeah, Cousin Brucey. Yeah. Hey, another song coming right out of the 60s. Yeah. You know who that is, Cedric? Cedric's got to look it up. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe things aren't as bad as they seem, in the country. I don't know. Maybe they're worse, You know who wrote this song? Take a guess. Don't look it up.
It wasn't the Monkees.
No, take a guess.
I can't remember their name. It was a songwriting duo, and I can't remember their names.
No, it wasn't. It was one person.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
You know him.
Who? Bob Dylan. Did Bob Dylan?
We had a song on last week, one of his songs.
Are we allowed to play
not
this?
Bob Dylan. It's not Bob Dylan.
Okay.
No, it's Neil Diamond wrote that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he wrote that song.
Because there was a songwriting duo that wrote most of the Monkees songs.
Oh. Well, he wrote this one, and he used to sing it on one of his albums, and I think they made it a hit, and then he sang it at all his concerts afterwards. But he wrote some of the songs for some of those early British singers. The Beatles wrote most of their own songs, but a lot of them didn't write their own songs, and they had the voice, but they didn't have the talent to write them.
The songwriting duo that I was trying to think of was Boyce and Hart. Sidney Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard of either one of them.
You never heard of Boyce and Hart?
No.
They wrote most of the Monkees songs.
Yeah. Maybe you can get somebody from Texas on the phone. Houston.
Okay, I'll get
We
somebody.
need a Houston report if anybody will call us.
Okay.
866-826-1340. Winding down in Clearwater, Florida. It's really hot outside, and I'm not knocking the town. It is a nice town, Clearwater. Just a little congested, a lot of traffic here. They never did do the traffic in Clearwater that right. They never laid out the roads right. Cars went down Cleveland up until not too long ago, and now they got one road that goes one way and one road that goes the other way to the bridge, to the beach, where they should have figured all that out years ago, the engineers, because, it's a busy beach. And then they put that roundabout out there, and that was kind of a lot of accidents on that roundabout on Clearwater Beach. And if you're over on the beach right now enjoying our beautiful waters over there, 88 degrees, the Gulf of Mexico right now, and it's a beautiful day to go watch the sunset. Getting a lot of rains in the afternoons as well, but hey, keep those songs going. Let's play that Louis Armstrong one. A lot of people on talk radio today. A A lot of people. You know, they got car shows, they got business shows, we got one guy here does a biz show, and he was saying that the manufacturing companies are looking for a lot of work. There's a lot of work out there for manufacturers. They pay anywhere from $40,000 to $50,000 a year, and they train you, and they're just looking for welders. They're looking for there's all kinds of jobs out there.
Hey, we gotta get a modern contemporary song on because we got Darren on the line.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's right. Rock on, Cedric.
Play What a Wonderful World. That's a nice one. Louis Armstrong. Hey, Cedric. Hey, Darren, how are things in Texas? I heard you got a barrage of buses out there. They selling a lot of fuel?
Yeah, they're selling a lot of fuel. They're volunteering to guard the borders, and
you don't think there's going to be revolution down there, do you?
You know, I was telling my wife, Bill, and I'm 43 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm fascinated by history and American history, and I never heard up until now, in seriousness, of militias in this country, but now you're hearing about Oklahoma militia, you're hearing about the Texas militia, and these people got burrito people. They got 40,000, 50,000.
What do you think their purpose is? To do what? What can they do?
To protect our rights as citizens against the federal government that's seems like it's out of control.
Well, but Darren, we've been through this a lot of times in the country. They've had all kinds of problems. Look at the Depression, and look at the 60s. I mean, militia. In the 60s when I was, they were marching out at Kent State and they were shooting, students, and there were protests out in California and all kinds of things. But when you try to take the law into your own hands with militia, I mean, some of those people are off the wall worse than the ones that are in control. And that's a sorry state, because we have to have a law of rule, and there are a lot of people right now. I mean, look at all these shootings that are going on now, and people are packed to they got ammunition, and they say they're coming out for the revolution, and it's all it is a lot of it is just nuts. And they're nuts. They're crazy people,
Well, who's making them nuts, Bill?
Well, because they're probably on drugs, or they're probably just off the wall from some kind of a background. They don't like people. I mean, how you tell me somebody can go into a movie theater and shoot people like that guy did, go up to Sandy Hook and shoot people. That kid, he was nuts. He was crazy. He was crazy.
I'm talking about thousands of immigrants walking across.
Well, what are you going to do to him? What's the militia going to do? To make them go back? What, and then get Mexico shooting at them, and then what?
What do you want to do?
I don't know, but I know you hear about militia.
And what they're doing is, and they're flooding our areas, and like the little cities, League City and Clear Lake Shores. They're preparing themselves because they're saying, hey, this is not a town. This is not our problem. This is a federal problem. And we haven't done anything by securing those borders. And now these people and these children, they're coming in. A, it costs money, and B, there's been cases of H1N1. There's a new mosquito virus that's out there. It crosses my mind now, but you'll be hearing about it soon. And it's because maybe of some of these crossings of the border. It's sad, and it's affecting us. Here,
wait a minute.
We want to put them in airports.
We got somebody wants to. Hold on, let's get another person in this conversation.
Are you talking about the malaria outbreak that I've heard so much talking about? The malaria.
Well, first of all, it's an honor, sir, to hear your voice again, and I'm flattered that you're actually asking me a question.
Well, how do you know who it is? What about you? Never say that to me. How come you never say that to me, Cedric? I mean,
well, you're not Irish.
Well, I know I'm not. I'm an unknown. I'm trying to work my way up. I'm an American.
When you got Irish on the radio, you want to make sure that you're polite.
Well, then talk to him. I'll let you. I'll just go take a nap. I'll be back at the end of the show. Okay.
Yeah,
Should I turn?
That's what I'm talking about. That's
Thanks.
what I'm talking about, Mr. Imus.
Okay. Well, it is an absolute pleasure.
He's not on camera like I am. Put the camera on.
I can't.
You can't get the hat.
I actually can't.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry about that.
Okay, go ahead. Talk.
Show your respect, Bill. You should show some respect to Mr. Imus.
I'm a big fan of Mr. Bill Cochran. We go way back.
Thank you, Imus.
We used to hang out in the 70s. A lot of people don't know that.
We used to do drugs together.
Yeah, we did drugs.
No,
we did drugs.
No, we did.
Well,
okay, stop that.
You got people listening don't want to hear that.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Sorry about that.
All right, go ahead. Talk to Darren.
I think they do want to hear that.
Talk to Darren from Houston. Darren from Houston. You got the mic, Darren. You're on the air live. Okay. Any more call? Yeah. Okay. Keep them on.
The only thing, well, one thing. Let's real quick, and I'm glad Imus is. I'm sure talked about this man, but how about LeBron James? How about the class to go back to Cleveland to finish what he started and to help, build that town that was once booming. And by the way, Bill, back to our old town in Poughkeepsie, there's a YouTube between 1912 and 1915 about Poughkeepsie, and it had a little film of Poughkeepsie and how much of a hustle and bustle it was back then. And I'm thinking, wow, where have all those people gone?
Well, Lamar, he's going to make $88 million in 4 years. So that would send me back there too. I don't know.
What do you think he makes the NBA, Bill? He probably makes them $1 billion a year.
Oh, I know. No, I don't have anything against that. I'm glad he's. I just think he went for the money.
He would have got that anywhere.
Oh.
Any team would have paid him the max salary. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And he really is shown to that to athletes and everybody as a wake up call that we need to help each other out of this misery, because Cleveland was once a booming town, just like Poughkeepsie was a booming town, and now they're turning into dust and layoffs and depression.
Yeah.
And with superstars like LeBron, I don't think a Michael Jordan or Muhammad Ali or any of those guys would have done something like that. But he's going back to Cleveland to help revive that city, and I thought it was a fantastic gesture.
He's probably the best player that's ever played, right? I would say.
He's one of my heroes now.
Yeah.
I never was a big fan of him before until today, but he's a hero of mine.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty classy. Read the letter; it's awesome.
Hopefully he'll the owner there will be good to him as well. But where are you at? We've got some static on your phone. Is there lightning out there in Houston or what? No,
just the lightning that's maybe the cars. I tell you, they drive crazy out here, y'all. They really drive nuts. If you're ever out here, take the feeder, my friend. Take the feeder.
Okay, well, I will do that.
That's Imus.
Thank you.
How's Cedric going? I haven't talked to him in a long time.
I'm doing pretty good, man.
He's burned out.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm burned out.
He's burned out. He's like all of us. We're frustrated. We're frustrated.
I'm moving to Tahiti.
He's moving to Tahiti.
One of these days, I'm just going to pack up my bags, and everybody's going to go, "Hey, where did Cedric go? He's in Tahiti now."
Yeah.
Cedric, that when I was at your age, it was my dream too.
Yeah.
I feel you, my friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
We're working on it.
Tahiti.
Over to Tahiti. All right, Darren. Say hello to the family. All right. How's your dad?
I will,
your
Bill.
father. Say hello to your dad as well. Okay.
I did. I keep trying to tell him how to tune into your station when
Yeah.
he's in New York.
Yeah.
Big fan. We're all big fans.
Well, he could give us a call one day. We'd talk to him about Poughkeepsie and talk. Maybe we could sell some of that real estate up there. We could unload it for you. We'll put it on.
And probably have more listeners.
Maybe Imus will buy it from you.
He likes to throw it out there. He's a little bit of a old school guy.
I know he is. Well, so am I. I used to be.
But he's funny.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. You got to listen to him.
Yeah.
I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Big fan I am.
Okay. See ya, Darren.
See you later.
Let's play another song there.
Let's do another song here. Here's one that you probably remember from the 60s.
Places I Remember. Yeah. The old Beatles. 1963. Places I Remember. Yeah, what a group, that Beatles. What a group. Probably one of the best groups that I've ever heard in my life was the Beatles. When they came into New York City years ago and they sang at Yankee Stadium, I can remember it like yesterday, 1965. It was the British invasion you know, and they came over here and Ed Sullivan introduced them on that Ed Sullivan show, and it made Ed Sullivan, took him to another level. But they were just a couple of, well, not a couple, 4 kids. You know, they were youngsters at the time, and, you know, flew across the pond, they used to call it, and they influenced the country, you know, and America was the ones that helped them get off the ground, you know. Used to be, things were a little simpler back then. Even the songs were simpler, you know. Today, songs are different, they're okay, but I don't know about the generation today. It's a lot different than it was when we were young, and I don't know why, but maybe it's the computers, maybe it's all this technology they have, which is supposed to be for the better. We've got better medicine today, we've got better doctors, and then Obamacare comes along, you know? I mean, why would the federal government have to ruin a good thing? There wasn't that much wrong with medical insurance, and anybody could walk into a hospital, anybody could walk into an emergency room and get health care. The doctors never turned anybody away. But now, people are having hard times just getting a prescription filled today, right now, and it hasn't even been fully implemented yet. This healthcare law is 2,200 pages long. What would the Beatles think back in 1964? You know, if they had a cold and they had to get out of the emergency room and get checked out, and they'd have to go through a whole bunch of paperwork to get it done. What would the Beatles say? I know what I'm saying. It's a cruel thing for the federal government to get so involved in people's business, especially when it comes to medical. You know, because medical is the thing that affects Americans the most. The medicine, the medical company, the medical industry, the Mayo clinics, the Leahy clinics, the great Houston MD Anderson Hospital, Sloan Kettering.
The Imus Ranch.
The Imus Ranch. I mean, Imus, here's a guy that gives his own money to build a ranch. The federal government never gives any money to anybody, except to get a vote. If they couldn't get a vote from a person, they wouldn't give you any money. They're buying you people. You want to take their food stamps, you want to take the entitlements, you want to take whatever they give you, they're just buying you. And one day they're going to take it all away from you.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Imus agrees.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, how can you not agree with me? But, you know, because we see it. You know, my father fought for this country. Everybody in my generation, we had fathers. We're the baby boomers. You know why we're called baby boomers? Because our fathers went overseas and they survived one of the worst wars in the history of mankind.
Boom.
And they came home, and even Imus was in the...
I am a baby boomer.
He was a Marine?
I'm on the front side of the baby boomer generation.
Backside.
No, it was the front side, or the whatever. I'm on the beginning.
Yeah, the 40s.
Yeah.
Or the 50s. Yeah, you were in the...
I was actually born in the
40s.
In 1920. No, I'm just kidding.
But you were a Marine. You were in the Marine Corps, so you know I salute you.
I'm a real tough guy.
You played the bugle, in the Marine Corps.
Yes, I did. To be honest, I was born in 1940.
Did you play with Buddy Verdi?
No, but he's a
you know Buddy Verdi?
I consider him a friend and a colleague.
Friend?
A friend. Close personal friend.
You know, he has a show on this station Saturday.
I know.
From 1 to 3.
Buddy Verdi.
Yeah.
With,
who's that new host he has?
You mean Bill Somerville. He's I hear he's really famous on another radio station.
The Bone, or isn't it The Bone?
I think he does a show.
Oh, the show.
Somewhere over there.
We don't want to advertise anybody else, but he's quite a guy. That
we might be advertising John Fraser.
Oh, John Buzz. Yeah, he's on. We got a lot of shows here. We got a lot of shows. Glenn Pov
show. It was a good program.
And all that music.
The music of your life. Don't forget my program.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about you.
The whole station sort of centered around the Imus in the Morning program.
Yeah, you've been on for a lot of years here.
A lot of years.
Yeah, too many years.
We came here a while back. We might do it again.
You're going to do it again? Well, I want to do one with Cedric. Cedric and I want to have a show.
What do you want?
We want to call it the CH and the BC show.
All right.
Right?
Well, can I be a part of that program?
Well, we'd like to have you as a guest once in a while, but I don't know. You know, what do you pay us?
Yeah.
Well, you probably bring up our ratings, right?
I have to pay you. You should be paying me. You're absolutely freaking insane. What's wrong with you, Bill?
I'm sorry, Imus.
You make me sick.
I don't know.
Can't even get any good help around
I can't even think straight knowing you're over there. You know, I'm falling out of my chair.
That makes me sick.
Could you
Bill.
could you come in here and sit next to me just so I can prove to everybody that you're really here? Because nobody would believe this.
I will. You want me? You want me? I'll come in there right now. I'll do it right now.
No, stay where you are.
I'll do it right now. I'm not even joking.
Is he wired?
I'm sick of the help around here.
Did you frisk him before he came in?
This station is atrocious, and this show's horrible.
How do you like all those?
I'm getting really mad now.
How do you like all those CDs up there? Play another song. Oh, wow. Play another song, Sam. Yeah. What a country we live in. You know, there's only one Imus in the whole world. 7.3 billion people, and there's only one Imus. There's only one Cedric. There's only one me. And there's only one you Americans. And, you know, don't give up. You know, I get a little frustrated, but I'm sure everybody listening to me gets frustrated once in a while, you know, because it is a country full of the frustrations. Imus is in here now. Where is he? Okay, Imus, you're going to sit there. Can we look at you? Take your hat off. You know, you're inside here. It'll be okay, Imus.
Oh, well, sorry about that. I don't want to get my hat in the way.
Can you zoom
in? Do they have me on the camera here?
I don't know if we could put you on the camera. Do we have trademark rights for that? Is that legal? Can we do that?
I just want to say Cedric is a terrible producer, board op, whatever you call him.
I know. Well, don't take over my show. I'm asking the I was.
I'll tell you. Do you want to know what I really think?
What?
The truth?
You hate my show?
No, I do hate your show.
Okay.
But I really think that Cedric needs to get fired.
Okay.
Effective immediately.
Who could fire him? There's nobody here to fire him right now.
Well,
I can't fire him.
I'm going to put in some calls.
I like Cedric. He's my buddy.
I'm going to put in some calls right now because this has to stop. This has to stop. And I'm sick of it. Yeah. I'm absolutely sick. I'm going to leave the studio right now.
Yeah.
I don't know who this.
Don't be quitting on me.
Who's this moron coming in here?
Don't be
trying
quitting
to mess
on
up my whole.
Hey, these guys are taking over my show now. Hey, this is the next hour. This is the Imus. Is it 7 in the morning already?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, get rid of Cedric. Get him off the program. Get him off the station altogether. I think he's terrible, and I don't even want to do my show anymore. I quit.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Bill.
Okay. See you, Imus.
Really, to be totally honest though, I don't hate your show.
Oh, I know.
All right. I'll talk to you.
I don't think you hate.
I turn my microphone off.
I don't think you hate. I think you hate. Yeah. Okay. That was good. Should have wore the hat. Hey, we're running out of time here. We're coming up to the top of the hour. Maybe we got to close it out with a. You got everybody came in here, invaded me, but we're at the top of the hour, coming up on 7 o'clock here, Clearwater, Florida, downtown Clearwater, Florida, and appreciate everybody listening tonight. And you know, we took up a little of your time, and glad you tuned in. And we had a lot of information here tonight, and callers, and you know, and it's a great country we live in, America. One of the greatest. Well, it is the greatest country, you know, and can't say that enough. And you know, we got people all over this country that are a little confused right now, but don't give up. You know, don't give up, because there is tomorrow. You know, the sun will come up tomorrow, like that song over in The Wizard of Oz years ago. The sun will come up tomorrow. Maybe it wasn't that movie, but it was, you know, tomorrow. Little Annie, I think it was. Annie. I've got a grandchild. I got 3 daughters, and I want the best for them. And I'm sure everybody listening wants the best for your children as well. Because you live in the greatest country, you live in a free country, and you got to protect the freedoms, you know? You got to protect the freedoms. I'd suggest starting down at the border, because that's where we got to start pretty quick, because if we don't, they're going to be really out of control here in this country. You know, it's coming. You can see the wave coming, and it's a shame. And, you know, I getting towards the end of the hour. Yeah. I don't even know if we're still on the air. Are we still on the air? Maybe we're not even on the air. Are we still on?
Sorry, I had to get Imus out of here because things are just getting out of control.
I know.
We started getting phone calls because they wanted to talk to Imus.
I know.
And Imus is trying to throw me under the bus, saying that I need to lose my job, and I think that's disgusting, Imus. You make me sick. I can't believe you'd say that kind of stuff after all the stuff that I've done for you.
I know.
Jeez.
Me too. He's, I hope he don't cancel his show.
Imus? I hope he doesn't have your show canceled. He seems to be a little upset with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'd get another show. I'd come with a different name.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
We got to close it out?
Sure. Yeah,
Right.
You want to close it out with a minute?
Yeah, may as well.
All right. And now, with the Only in America Minute, here's your host, Bill Cochran.
We're having a lot of fun here in Clearwater. You got to have a little fun, poke a little humor, especially in the entertainment business, because that's what it is. It's entertainment. If you don't have a little fun and you don't have a little pleasure in life, what are you really doing? They say one time, you can only live one day at a time, so live one day at a time. But try to fight for what you have in this country, because we're failing fast. They're talking about militias. They're talking about fighting one another out in the border. We got problems all over the world. Even the mayor of New York City talking about getting rid of the horses to pull the carriages around the park. He wants to get rid of the horses. Aren't there any better things to do in the country or the city of New York than get rid of the horses? And, then there's old California Cochran out there. He's out in the pasture. He's getting ready for the November race, the Breeders' Cup. He won the Heart of America a few months ago. It wasn't that long ago, actually only a month ago. And, he lost that race, but he really won a country. I mean, how many horses have ever been called America's horse? And he's called America's horse. Still, California Cochran. The space program, the Hubble telescope. A man that went to college in California, an American-bred man. Only in America does this stuff happen. Only in America do we have a mission. Not to change the world, but to preserve the rights of people. Human rights. America, it's what we're all about. Why are we letting them in the country? Think about it.
The Only in America Minute is brought to you by Bill Cochran Enterprises.
Signing out.
Signing out.
Good weekend.
It was a good weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, that was a good show, Bill.
That was good.
You want to say anything else before we get out of here?
Oh, we're still on the air?
Yeah, we're still on the air.
Should I give the weather? Should I give the weather 87?
Sure, go ahead.
Give me the temperature.
And now, with your Tan Talk weather, here's Bill Cochran.
By the traffic. This is the traffic on Gulf to Bay. It's bumper to bumper. And the weather, 87 degrees in Clearwater Beach, Florida. The temperature of the water is better. It's 88 degrees. And in Tampa, it's 85 degrees right now. Rain everywhere tonight. So the biggest moon that's ever been will be tonight.
Bill, don't cuss like that on the air. I told you not to do that. I can't believe
The biggest moon will be tonight. It's going to be the brightest moon ever because we're close. That's true. Okay.
Bill, stop it. Wow. What a potty mouth.
This water tastes lousy.
WTAN, Clearwater, Tampa Bay. WDCF, Dade City, Tampa Bay. WZHR, Zephyr Hills, Tampa Bay. Listen.